hello folks. Today I'm going to be doing a Mother's Day card. Mother's Day is just around the corner. This is also for a blog hop that I am in on Mother's Day weekend. It starts on Friday the 11th, and we have a great lineup, so hopefully if you're seeing this on the 11th, you'll stop by my blog, newbiecrafter.blogspot.com, and jump to the front of the line and start with the blog hop, because I know that there are some good giveaways going on, and it's just a great time. So I hope you're able to stop by. So today for my card, what I'm doing is a 5.5 by 5.5 inch card, and I'm going to layer it with another piece of cardstock. This one is cut at 5 inches by 5 inches, and then on top of that I'm going to layer and put down a watermelon. So I think that these all coordinate pretty well. These papers are actually, these two papers right here are actually the Dottie for You, and that's by Close to My Heart right now. I also do sell Close to My Heart, so if you're interested in purchasing any of the Close to My Heart products that you'll see me using throughout this video, you can certainly purchase through my website, which is iandrager.ctmh.com, and hopefully you'll like what you see and you'll want to purchase some of the products that we have. So let me go ahead and get started. So for the base, like I said, for the base it is a 5.5 inch card by 5.5 inch. What it measures to is 5.5 inches by 11 inches, and then I scored it at the 5.5 inch mark. So to get started, what we're going to do is we're going to take Dutch Blue from Close to My Heart, and we're going to ink the edges of the white card base. So I have a sponge dauber right here, and I'm just going to get that all wet. Sometimes it does take a little bit to get the ink from the pad into the sponge dauber itself. And we're just going to go ahead and we are going to just edge the card. So what I did is I went ahead and inked the edges of this card with the Dutch Blue Close to My Heart ink. Again, I used a sponge dauber for that and just inked the edges. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put the first layer down on the card. So let's get that started. So let's line this up. All right, so we're going to put this to the side for right now, and we're going to start working on the watermelon. And again, this is the Dottie for You paper by Close to My Heart. And the nice thing about the Dottie for You paper pack is that all of the papers in it are coordinating with each other. So you never have to worry about whether it will fit or not. The only thing that I did add, this paper right here is through Recollections. So technically it's not the Dottie for You paper, but I do like how it adds a nice summery touch to the card. Since it's Mother's Day and it's almost summer, I thought it brought a fresh perspective to the card. Next we will get working on the next layer. And instead of using my ATG gun that I have, because it is such a smaller project, I am using just a Scotch adhesive dot roller, and I picked this up from Joann's. So let's go ahead and line these up. Okay, now the next layer I'm doing are the cheeks and the sliver on top of the watermelon. This I did in a red paper, and this again is by Recollections. It is not part of the Dottie For You paper pack. For the adhesive on this, I'm using my Zig 2-way glue. This is the squeeze and roll. We're going to put the sliver on. And I chose the watermelon for my Mother's Day card. I wanted to do something that was different, that wasn't a flower per se. Not that I have anything against flowers. My mom loves flowers. But I just thought that that was very cliche. And personally, if you do something with flowers, there's nothing wrong with that. I wanted to do something different, though. And always make sure that you are gluing the correct side of the cardstock. So I'm just doing a small amount on here. A little bit goes a long way, right? Absolutely. So let's line this up. There. Look at that. Isn't that cute? I love it. Alright, so I decided at the last minute that I wanted to add a little bit more flair to it. So I'm going to add some ribbon to this. And for this, I'm just going to be using the cheater method in regards to that. So it looks like right here is good. We'll just cut this off. There. Can't even tell. You can't even tell that I made a mistake. So we're just going to snip a little bit off here. And we're going to thread this through. We're just going to tie a bow on here. Now, let's get this out of the way. Line this up. There. I think that's cute. That's fun. Now, on the inside, what we're going to do is we are going to, again, I'm using a non-traditional stamp with this card. What I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp, "You are so sweet, I could hug you." And this is from My Pink Stamper. So for this, we are going to ink it in Topiary. Turn this over, I mean. There. All right. So let's close this up. So, here is a very simple yet fun card for Mother's Day. And of course, when I write inside the card, I will write Happy Mother's Day. But It's a simple picnicky pattern with the blue gingham background, the watermelon right here, and then on the inside, "You are so sweet, I could hug you." I think this is especially an important sentiment because my mother lives over in Wisconsin. I'm in New York right now, so I'm not able to go home for Mother's Day. So I think this is a nice sentiment because had I been there, I would hug her. So I wish I could give her a big hug on Mother's Day and tell her how much I appreciate her and how much I love her. So yeah, this is my card. I hope you enjoy. And I wanted to show you the other part of her project, or her gift. Alright, and for those of you who don't know, I'm sure a lot of you don't, my mom is actually a pilot. So she doesn't fly anything commercial by any means. Her and my dad co-own a very small hopper plane with another couple that live very close to them. So besides the card that I'm giving to my mother for Mother's Day, I also got her a gift, and I repurposed a pilot logbook. Now, a pilot logbook is something that all pilots need to fill out when they are flying, or before they're flying, hopefully. And it basically just tells, it's a log of what happened during the flight. I can kind of show you a glimpse. So it says the year, the aircraft type, the points of departure and arrival, the aircraft category and class, the operational conditions, the pilot function, and then the total duration of flight. And at the end, there's a space for them to write remarks or different things like that about the flight itself. So I went ahead and repurposed a pilot logbook, not a pirate logbook. My mother is not a pirate. Maybe she wants to be. I don't know. So I repurposed that, and this is the end result. I did go ahead and use some close to my heart stamps on this as far as the stamping goes, and then I cut out from Stand and Salute some clouds, and I did some stitching on those clouds. I did distress the edges with the Cocoa Close to My Heart ink all around here, and this is what she's getting along with the card that I made for her. So it's a twofer. This is it. All right. Thank you very much for stopping by. I hope that you will become a follower. And again, my blog is anewbiecrafter.blogspot.com. I look forward to seeing you over on my blog. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.